Hello everyone, this is Cam and welcome to another BOTB video. And today we are covering the brand new dream car competition picture, week number 9. So before I get started, guys, make sure don't forget to give some thumbs up if you like this video. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. Consider joining the Patreons, guys. Membership starts from only £3 per month. £3 for the whole month, and you can get access to the Patreon's WhatsApp and the VIP Facebook group. All the winners are there, all the host panels are there. I am there. If you need any help, we can help you out. Just £3 per month. Okay, right. Also, let me know in the comment section below which area you are going with this picture. You can submit your coordinate in the comment section. Right, so today we're going to cover the dream car competition picture, and also I'll give you the lifestyle competition answer. So we'll cover all of that, so stay tuned for that. Okay, right, so let's share screen. Okay, so as you can see, it's not a bad picture. It's not very easy, it's not really difficult or anything. You just need to spend a little bit of time with this picture. Obviously, this is only the first video. Keep it in mind, there is three live streams to come just for this picture, so stay tuned for that. If you haven't subscribed yet, make sure to subscribe, because we go live every single day at 9:30 at night. So obviously there's 3 live streams to come. All right, so let's start with drawing some lines first of all, starting with this player here. So as you can see, you can't see his eye properly. You can see a little bit, but it's a little bit blurry and it's not that clear. And the other guy here, you can see his eye very clearly. Now you will probably notice that he's looking at this direction, which is near the camera, towards the camera. And this guy here, who's actually going to go ahead and either head or chest the ball, is looking away from the camera. Reason being, this guy is more actually far away from this guy. Not far away, I mean more to his right. So because the way the picture was taken, it looks like, why is he looking there and he's looking that direction? Because he is actually in right side of this player. That's why it looks. So the ball must be, the gap between him and him. Probably the ball is going to be somewhere in the middle of them two players. Now, starting with drawing lines, I mean, body language wise, I would say don't go too much on it. Don't over analyze the picture. Don't think too much about body language and all of that. End of the day, what the judge is going to do, they're going to go with the eyelining, and that's the kit they provided us, the tool that they provided us to draw lines and all of that. So simply rely on the on drawing lines and all of that, so because that's how you can get close. If you're good at it, you can win this game. This game is not as easy to win, but obviously if you're good at it, you never know. You need a bit of a luck as well, because it's 50-50 luck and skill. Anyway, starting with drawing some lines from this guy first of all. So as I mentioned in my last video, that don't ever draw lines from here, because what you do if you're drawing multiple lines, move it away, move it away a little bit from his eye, so that you can see where you actually going, how you draw lines. So basically we're gonna have to start with you have to start thinking like the judges. So what's the highest a judges can possibly go with this picture? The highest I can see a judge going is probably up to here, that angle, that direction, I would say. I don't think anyone would go any higher than that. Lowest from this guy's some judges might just go not straight up from him, but slightly higher it has to be. So the lowest, I would say it's going to be somewhere around this area. I don't see any judges going any lower than that. So this is the area that we got. Now if we draw the middle line from there, that's what we need to do, that we have to go with the middle line, because if you just draw one line and looks bang on to you, problem is that might not be the middle of the judges crosses, because end of the day it's not the judges cross, it's going to be the average, the calculated average. And if the judges got a decent spread, they don't remove anyone. But if they some of them goes really far away from each other, they looks like they remove judges and all of that. So it's gonna be somewhere in the middle. It's not just bang on. If I hide these lines, for example, now you just drew a line. You know what? I think that looks perfect. Let me see. Let's start drawing lines. Okay, looks like around this area and this and that. Now, if I just put the other lines back on, I actually did quite good, but it's not bang on right in the middle. So I think it's better to do that way, that do the lowest and the highest first, so that you know what's the middle coordinate was more likely for the judges to be judges to go, basically. So how do you know where they're gonna go? For that, I think I would suggest you guys to watch a lot of judging videos, and you can see the spread, the kind of spread they go, and always focus on the guy's gonna go to the furthest, to the right or the left. Whoever goes most far away, have a look at his code and concentrate on that. And then the judges that go very close to the players all the time, concentrate on those coordinates, because it's more likely to be somewhere in the middle. Now, don't follow somebody who's really far away and his coordinate has been taken off regularly. Don't follow those coordinates. I would say follow those ones that after taking people off the spread that we find out, like from the judging video, follow those coordinates, so highest, lowest, or most right, most left, those kind of things. So you'll have an idea. It's very hard to guess, but you'll have a rough idea in your brain that okay, that I can imagine the judges going for this kind of spread, and we have to target that kind of area, and prefer and fingers crossed just go somewhere in the middle, and do it that way. It's just my strategy, guys. I'm not going to manipulate anyone to go with my strategy or my coordinates or anything. Go with your guts, guys. But if you think it's just the extra thought, whatever you think about it, let me know in the comment below. Now, drawing a middle line from him, somewhere like, and also after getting the actual coordinate, going in the middle, if you think it needs a little bit more adjusting, you can always do that. I mean, you don't really have to go right in the middle or anything. So I mean, okay, so this is the angle that we found. I actually would prefer to go slightly higher up, but let's go with it first and see how it looks, because when you first look at the picture, you come up with a coordinate, and then next time you draw lines and everything, you're miles away, if you know what I mean. So that's how we normally do. Now, this kind of on this kind of picture where both lines, like, because it's a side vision, so you can always rely on just one picture, and I like those kind of picture where you can see only one eye, because it's easier to get a spot, if you know what I mean, unless someone's looking straight up. That's a different thing. He just literally goes straight up from the nose, like the picture that we did last week, which is dream car week number 8. Okay, right. So starting with drawing lines from him again now. So let me see. The lowest I see, or the highest I see a judge to go is, I would say, up to here, and the lowest I see a judge going up to probably here. Pretty much same as the other guy's eye line, and reason being they're kind of similar height, both of them, and even though their face had positioned differently, but they are pretty much looking at the same thing, because they're both the players are looking at the ball. Now, if I draw a center line from him, let's just draw a center line, which is gonna be somewhere around there. Now, as I mentioned before, the center line that I drew from this guy here looks like it's gonna be a bit more higher up. Not a problem. Let's put a coordinate first, and then we can always adjust it after. But we just need to find a rough coordinate first where those two meet. So anyway, so the coordinate at the moment I've got, which is 1493, 1033. Now, that's not our final coordinate. because we're going to hide the lines now and see if it makes sense now. So I would strongly suggest you guys to use one of those plastic rulers, the best, and you can get a very good idea. If I'm what I'm doing is I'm just putting it on to see how it looks. So looks like it might just be slightly higher up than where I put my coordinate. So let's have a look. And okay, so let's pick a different color. That's the good thing, you can pick different colors and all of that. So before you draw lines, I would actually suggest you to click that draw lines icon and put the ball there. Forget about drawing lines for a second and see, does it look good? It looks good from the guy at the back, but it looks like it might just be slightly close to the guy in orange, sorry, not orange, whatever color that is, purple or whatever color that is. So looks like it's a bit closer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move it slightly to the right, and wherever it looks good to me. 1600 areas looks quite decent to me, slightly lower maybe, maybe 780 areas, sorry, 1070 areas for the high, and 1650 77 looks quite decent to me. Right, so if you think that looks decent, not a problem. So you know the coordinate now, 1677, 1071. So what we're gonna do, just place a coordinate there for a second. So 1677 and then 1071. Let me see. Okay, say 70, it doesn't really make much of a difference. Now, what we're going to do is just draw some lines to that coordinate there to see how it looks. For me, it looks good, but we kept the same kind of angle from both of the players anyway. We have just went slightly lower. Slightly close. So that looks okay to me, and from him it also looks quite bang on. Now it's the X is the issue in here. So this is the two areas that I'm suggesting. I'm just saying, just you can use it as a guideline. And then if you put a cross a little bit closer than that, which is where would you go? So for example, if I take the cross, the magnifying glass there, and if you go to 1935 and 1080 area, for example, so let's just put across there. So 1935, 1080 area. Let's see if it makes sense. So because you have to only go to the places where it makes more sense, if you know what I mean. So 1930, say for example, on 1080 areas. Okay, now let's draw lines and see if it makes sense. So let's just pick a different color and see if it makes sense. So that's another one. For this guy here, looks like it probably makes more sense. And from this guy here, it does make sense to me. So let me just see. Okay, so it does also make sense. Now, if he's gonna chest the ball, for example, then yes, it probably would make sense. Probably is the ball is dropping and all of that. It depends what kind of angle the ball coming to this guy here. So if you, even though you can't see this guy's eye, if you just draw a line from his head position, it probably looks like he's kind of looking straight up. Obviously, he's quite distant, isn't quite distant and quite far away. So you need to work out between all of these coordinates. So, for example, if we just go to the average of these three coordinates right there, you might just end up going somewhere in the middle. So, which is going to be a bit more right than the cross that I put on, which is 1700. And then probably slightly higher than that, so 1041. So I think that is the best cross for me at the moment, looking at all these crosses right there. So 1700, 1041, so just slightly higher. Okay, so maybe slightly more to the right. 1 second, sorry. 1780, I would say. Okay, now you got all this, all the other crosses. These are the possible areas where the ball could be. I'm gonna delete all the other crosses. What I'm gonna do, just delete all these crosses, and just keep the last one that I came up with. Let me have a look, which is 1779, 1032. And if you draw lines to this one here, it does make kind of perfect sense. I would say, and that would be my coordinate probably. And this is the area I am gonna go for. It's entirely up to you guys which area you'd like to go. Keep it in mind, we're doing 3 live stream about this picture, so we'll probably come up with a lot better coordinate based on your averages, your coordinates, and all of that. So for today's coordinate to work with, just to use it as a guideline, which is 1779, 1032. Don't ever come to a conclusion that I drew some lines and this is my area. Try to draw more lines. Try to see the pictures differently and come up with the best possible coordinate, guys. That's how you win this game. All right, moving on to the lifestyle competition. Okay, so the question is, which of these chocolates is a Mars bars? I'm a big fan of Mars and Snickers, so I know a lot of you are confused about this and this one here. But just to let you know, guys, you can always Google it. You don't have to take my word. So if you just type in the Mars bars, as you can see, that is the exact picture was taken for the Mars bars. As you can see that if you look at this picture closely, there you go. That's the exact picture was taken. So the answer to the lifestyle competition is the middle right, which is this one here. That is the answer for the lifestyle competition picture. Okay, right. So let me know, guys, in the comment section below which area you are going. Are you going a bit more to the right, left, or up or down in this picture? You can let me know. And as you know, we're doing a live stream, so submit your coordinate down below, guys. Let me know where you're gonna go. And if you like this video, as I always say, please don't forget to give us some thumbs up, guys. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Consider joining the Patreon, guys. Very important. Only £3 per month, and you can get access to the Patreons. And you also get 20% more luck to win BOTB. If you enjoyed it, don't forget the thumbs up, guys, and share this with your friends and family whoever plays BOTB. So I'll see you guys tonight at 9:30. Have a good day, guys, and fingers crossed for the Dream Car competition week 8. Bye bye.